Now we also look at so this one is the wealth, right? So wealth sector, you mustn't put like challenging things lah. For example, you cannot have like a storage area there where you put like the broom, you put like a rubbish chute there, or you put like iron board, or vacuum cleaner, or even if you put bicycle here, I can tell you will have problem with your hands and leg or your health. Yeah, and then since you have a wall behind this sofa, right? Behind sofa, what should you do? You can put a painting.
Okay.
Like what painting do you think? Make a guess.
A good lens.
See, my student can.
Skyline of Singapore.
Yeah, the financial center.
Yes,
So you inside the painting must have a lot of banks. It means that Kelvin will own a lot of banks. It means he's rich.
Own it. So, or the other alternative I was thinking was maybe, Master, what I would do is get a friend to take a picture of me with the Singapore skyline and frame it up. Even better, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't you just not only you, take your family.
Oh yeah, good idea.
People who are
close to you.
They are very important in your life. And then with the financial.
So you go to Marina Bay Sands one day after dinner. You ask them.
Don't put Marina Bay.
No, for Marina Bay Sands, take picture of her. Yeah.
That's the CBD area.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So I think that's good for painting to be here.
Yes.
So plants, you have to be advisable. It's portable, so that it's not stuck to one place. Because certain years, if that sector is we call the disharmony sector or sickness sector, you mustn't have plants.
Correct.
So otherwise, then you will actually kind of enhance the problems.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then also the third thing is after you do the house, we also must find where is the harmony sector, or we call the sector of the good health. And in this house is actually the southwest. Okay. So we call this is the mountain. So when you have the mountain, the best thing is you have the stove there.
Wow, really?
So your stove will be, you need to put it in this southwest sector.
Oh, very good. It's just perfectly there, yes.
If you have people who have altar, like religion, like you have an altar, and then you think that you want to put it where you have to put it, then put it at we call the mountain star. If you don't know, you can come and ask. And our master can also guide you. Okay. So that is also very important. Now we also need to look at your bedroom, right? Yep. So the bedroom is the sector where you sleep is very important. Yep. Okay, so you want to go through about your bedroom, what you want to do?
So my bedroom.
Right, this part where you put your bed, right?
Yes.
This is your position because you are more towards the
east. Yeah.
So now if you have like the false ceiling, so make sure it's not above your bed.
Yeah, means to say that there's no lighting above the.
So you cannot have the false ceiling like this whole area. Yeah. You only can have like here away from your bed.
Yeah, means that you cannot have a break in like that. No. If it's flat throughout, it's okay.
Oh, flat is okay. It's not false ceiling anymore.
You're above your bed. The energy needs to flow properly. It needs to be smooth. Don't put any lights. Yeah. Anyway, why would you want to have a light above your bed when you're sleeping? You look at it and we see one light all the time. No good.
Yes. Yeah. So we also see that your house, Kelvin, congratulations. You really have a good house. The west, we always want to look at pay attention to the door, even though it's not the facing, but you every day go in and go out, right? Yep. You have the star number 9. You know what is 9? It's popular, love, harmony, relationship. I'm very sure when Kelvin, after he moved into this house, he's even more popular. He's even more, you have more supporters.
Good for my line of work. Yeah.
Like in this house, you should go into a career or something that is related to people. Yeah, because
this is me lah.
Yeah, and like this house, I believe, after you move in, there's a lot of people who come to your house and have party.
I don't mind.
Okay, so dining table.
Yeah.
Where are you going to have the dining
The
table?
dining table is just here. So it's
So
still in the
a
west.
bit cramped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I was thinking to try to put the dining in the
Northwest.
northwest.
Ah.
So then, but because of the
Space, yeah.
so we only have it
Yeah,
here,
here, yeah.
which is okay. Yeah. Then the dining table. You know, last time in old days, we always say that dining table must only be round or oval.
Yes.
Have you heard about that?
That is something also that a lot of people have said. Like if you have a long table, especially when it's like, you know, those like 10, 12 seater, becomes very long, it's not good.
But then what about the West? They always have the long table, but they are also doing very well.
Yeah, so what's the answer?
So you realize in the West,
Yeah.
the answer is because dining is about harmony.
Yes.
So they want it round because round is
Harmonious,
there's no
equality,
edges,
yes.
so there will be no obstacles. And then people believe in Feng Shui that we mustn't sit opposite of each other because there will be confrontation.
Yeah.
So if you have a round table, then there's no confrontation. Now then why the West, they also have a long table. Do you realize when in the West they have long table, what did they put on the table?
They always have something in the middle to...
Round plates?
Yeah, round.
Round candles?
Yeah, but they also sometimes have a
Yes.
thing in the middle.
Actually, it's Feng Shui also. So if you don't want a round table, right?
You have a long
Kelvin?
table.
So if you have a long table, what you put? Like round candles,
yeah.
round plate, you know, you set there or something round, a round bowl.
In the middle, yeah.
Yeah, and easiest is, you know what you should do? Ceiling, you can have a round light. So rounds symbolize harmony.
Yeah, this is another thing also that we were talking
Yes.
about, which is, you know, sometimes you pick a nice, you know, kind of showpiece of a light.
Yes.
You shouldn't pick anything that looks like knives or
Yeah.
blades with sharp edges that is pointing down at the table.
Correct.
I mean, it makes sense as well if you
Correct.
understand Feng Shui.
So to be safe, round is the best.
Yeah, round, right? I mean, yeah.
Like your dining table,
Yeah.
you can have a rectangular or dining table, but within the dining table, like your plates is definitely round. Even your serving mat is round. The light
You can put
is round.
something round, Lazy
So
Susan
in
in the middle.
Chinese,
Yeah.
we always have this term called 天圆地方
Yes.
就是和气 That's
Yes.
a harmony.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
So I don't know how to translate it.
It's like you know, the heaven in Chinese principles, heaven is always round, right?
Yes.
So the temple of heaven is round, right? The forbidden city is a square.
Earth is
It's a symbol of a square. So
when
the
square
circle
and the
and
round
square
comes
meets,
together.
you have harmony.
Yeah, because this is fits.
Yes,
It fits
yeah.
like that. So that is how even the West, they are practicing Feng Shui without even
Realizing
knowing,
it, yeah.
realizing it. Like, well, they like to set
True, yeah.
the tables with all the plates. You know, everything is round. You realize
Yes,
that
I've been noticing
everything is
that. I
round.
think as a student master, you know,
Yes.
as you learn Feng Shui, sometimes when you go into different cultures or you experience different things, you start to realize, actually this is actually good Feng Shui. And or you can also see why is it bad Feng Shui, and you can observe the energy and the business and all that.
When
Yeah.
you are in Feng Shui, when you learn Feng Shui, I always encourage my students and even my clients to be creative.
Yeah.
And also expose yourself and look at, what.
Yeah, master
is
always say,
the
also take
surrounding.
out your phone and check the direction of where you're sitting, which is a good thing.
Yes.
Sometimes when even at a restaurant or all that, I will take out my phone and see, okay, where am I sitting and what am I observing? So it's a good,
Yes, that's where you learn
Yeah.
then you understand the energy, the movement of the energy better.
Correct.
It's not about putting things there and then it will happen. It's about movement
Yeah.
of energy. That's actually Feng Shui. Yeah, you want to do your study room here, right?
Yes.
And Kelvin like to meditate. He
As
likes
well,
to
yeah.
have his own quiet time.
Yes. So I think this was the proposal that I had shared with you, which again.
Well, that's great. But before that, you did something here, right? Like your
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm shifting this across to this side, Yeah.
Because it's better for you to spend time
On
here.
this side, yeah.
And because there's a
Facing out,
positive
yeah.
star here, and you have a lovely
View, yes, yeah.
view, with
Yeah.
one long lap pool.
Yeah. So yeah,
Kelvin.
good idea.
Why
Yes.
why you not sitting there?
So you see, you can rely on the Feng Shui master to give you good design ideas also. Something that you sort of think, must be this way, and then suddenly you have a different sort of.
if I'm not a Feng Shui master, you know what's my what I will do?
Designer.
I will do interior design. That's my favorite.
Really?
But well, I'm thankful to all the people I work with, you know, like architects, builders, interior
But
designers.
even your personal clients also, you know, they come to you for design.
You know, I really, we share with each other, and I really learn a lot from them. Even like how to build a building, how to change the interior, you know, the toilet, the piping, until I sometimes when I talk to my client, like when you go to a house where they want to demolish and change the toilet in those landed house, I can talk to them like very.
He's a good contractor.
The terms of the
Master SiewLi is also
like
master
architect,
contractor.
You know, the sewage, you know, this, that, then the ceiling, and then the how many meters you must build. You cannot touch. There's also a zone where you have to keep distance.
Like a safe distance. We were talking about maybe the mirror. Maybe you can share that also.
Okay. Yeah. Mirror is something that actually you think is very easy. That mirror can improve the brightness of the house.
Or make a place look bigger, you know. A lot of IDs like to put mirrors everywhere.
And even mirror above.
All kinds. They're so funny. They are fancy
not
places.
For home. Mirror is not for home if you put it above ceiling. Now, one of the very basic rule is mirror mustn't face like the door or face the window. That means mustn't face the external because it can draw energy. But this is something that I always say, that's number one. Number two is mirror, do not place it in sector like east, southeast and northeast, especially for couples who are planning to have babies, right? Or who have already children. And you know that by placing mirrors in this northeast, southeast and east, they will cause problem with like fertility problems, and also if they have kids, then they will have children always fall sick.
Let's say if you have a toilet in the area, and you know
that is challenging as well, because
then
every time when I do feng shui, I always do not want to see like the sector of any individual of the person in the house is the toilet, because it's very difficult to kind of change that feng shui unless you don't use the toilet. Unless you change the toilet to something else, which is
difficult.
Unless you have a landed property where you can tear down or you can do interior,
change the wall and all that.
Relocate the toilet. But if you are staying in a high-rise apartment, which is actually quite difficult. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that we do feng shui means you have to change toilet, you have to tear down the wall. No, we don't really.
You just pick the right place.
Like, you see, like Kelvin, do I tear your wall?
No, nothing.
Do I tear anything? Do I change your toilet?
I was quite lucky, and then I also apply what I learned from you.
We try to compromise with the house, and if we see like any negative sector, then we try to remedy. So for your house, you have a good house.
Cool.
Yes, I actually will expect you to, you know, in the next 3 years to 5 years, you should have the second or the third property. And it should be bigger than this house.
Okay, I will still stay here because the feng shui is really very good.
well, if you want, you can rent it out.
Exactly.